Aaron and Russ, welcome to NestWise AI, the Downs Group. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Good. So tell me about you guys.
Well, first of all, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We really want to say thank you, and we respect you for always reaching out to us and just being a good partner.
Appreciate it.
Lifestyle International Realty is the brokerage we just joined.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. So Downs Group has partnered with Lifestyle International Realty. They started out in Florida, have over 20 plus offices in Florida. We're going to have like 5 offices open in New Jersey with God's blessing by the end of the year. So Aaron and I have been partners. Aaron's my wife.
Okay.
We have been in real estate for about almost 10 years now. We're in our 9th year. We came from the fashion business. Both of us, she was in the footwear business and I was in the apparel business. And we both left corporate and decided to not get a check every 2 weeks and decided to jump into a world of just commission. And it's been amazing. We love it.
Okay.
Aaron's the listing agent on the team. I work with all the buyers and investors. And we're looking forward to building this Lifestyle International brand across the country, actually.
Well, again, congratulations. Anytime starting and being a partner of a major real estate firm, it speaks loud to what you guys have done and accomplishments. So definitely congratulations to all the steps.
Yeah, we're excited.
So Aaron, as a listing professional, right, I always call it, how do you see the market today?
There's definitely challenges. Obviously, we know interest rates have gone up significantly.
Okay.
So a lot of sellers are holding. Inventory has been extremely low. Buyers are still in bidding wars. So if you are a seller, it's still a relatively good time to sell. But a lot of them don't want to move because the interest rates went up, and they're at 2% and 3% right now in their mortgage. So, but it's actually a pretty good market.
So they're hugging onto that interest rate.
Yeah, they're hugging onto that interest rate. We always tell people, and buyers included, you're not marrying the interest rate,
right.
You're marrying the house.
Correct.
You can always refinance later.
Right.
And there will be a later.
Yes. And, let's be real, right? Circumstances do change.
Absolutely.
And so you just want to make sure when that happens, you're prepared. And again, going to you guys for that consultation and that expertise,
yes,
that will definitely advance whatever they're either moving up or moving down, right?
Yeah. I mean, they have to have a reason to want to move.
Yeah.
Either something has happened in their life, but people aren't just moving just to move like they were before.
Right. So given the fact that you see some of these some activities happening, what areas do you cover in New Jersey?
So we cover primarily we cover all of Hudson County,
okay,
Essex County, and a little bit of Union and Bergen. So those are the areas that we personally cover. Okay. Otherwise, then we have other agents that we have partnering agents that we refer the business out to.
So Russ, on the buy side, when you see things happening on the Hudson, Union, Essex, what do you see? What is that pulse like when they're looking for homes?
Well, I've been in so many bidding wars. I don't even know. I feel bad for our executive assistant, our transaction manager, because she's writing up so many offers,
right?
And they're not getting accepted. So I've been changing the strategy. I stopped sending my buyers to open houses. Open houses are the most newest, sexiest houses on the block.
Right.
I started going to look for the nice house, but that's been on the market probably for 30 days.
Okay.
So there's no bidding war. Let's go check it out and see if that would make sense for you. Your budget was $800,000 in Montclair, but you would have had to pay 1.3 for that house.
Right.
With
yeah.
the bidding wars,
especially
1.2.
Montclair.
Yeah. Montclair, Glen Ridge, those areas it was just too much. So we were losing. I didn't want the buyers to get frustrated. I said, let's take a different look at the market. Let's spend $600,000 to $700,000, see what we can find that's been sitting for 30 days, and let's go somewhere else. So we went all the way to Old Bridge. We went all over the place. I was in Red Bank one day.
Oh, wow.
And so we were looking, and we found something. The first offer we put in, we got it actually under list price,
okay.
And accepted offer immediately. So sometimes it's just about changing your strategy.
Okay.
And I've been able to, circumvent the bidding wars, which are just killing everything right now. Would
you say that with your experiences, you two, the fact that some of the off-market deals, the relationships you have with some of the investors, because I know you spoke about investors, right? How some of those relationships, you're creating inventory too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's just making sure that, I think when it comes to investors and that new construction, there's a little niche in that market, right? Because there's a premium on that cost. However, it's what you like and it's what you created. So do you, with some of the investors that you work with, have you had success with some of their buyers looking into?
Yeah, so I mean, we definitely can find the off-market deals. Same thing though, it's like even with some of the off-markets, the sellers know they can go to market,
Right.
and get a higher price. And investors are greedy sometimes, right? Rightfully so.
Investors are greedy? I didn't know that.
Every investor wants a deal.
Every investor wants a deal, right? So, and rightfully
And every
so.
seller wants what they
highest
want,
price.
the highest
So,
price.
yeah.
Going to the open market for any seller is much better than trying to do a pocket listing and saying, oh, bring me a buyer, bring me a buyer.
Right.
I tell sellers, like, you want people to bring you a buyer, but you're not actually getting all the eyeballs on your property to get you the bidding war, to get you the highest price.
Okay.
So, but yes, we can create our own inventory. We have people that we've known for years that have thought about selling and maybe would sell. So if we have a buyer for them, we'll bring them a buyer.
That speaks well about your database, right?
A huge
Yeah,
database.
huge database. That being said, as far as first-time home buyers, how do you guys navigate or provide some of those challenging times right now?
That's probably my favorite category to work with, to be honest with you.
First-time home buyers?
Yeah, especially if they really tap in
Okay.
to our experience and our success working with buyers. I like working with them because they're really leaning on you. They want to trust you. They don't know who to trust. And so they tapped into us. They trusted us. They gave me yes to everything. They go get pre-approved with our lenders. They'll work with our attorneys that we recommend. Obviously, they can pick whoever they want.
Right.
And I love working with first-time buyers. And
He's great with them.
yeah,
Okay.
I just feel like I take care of them the way I would want to be taken care of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I would hate to be just thrown out there and not know. So I help guide them. I've created a buyer guide for first-time home buyers. I signed buyer agency agreements with them. I really walked them through the whole steps of like getting started, getting with that pre-approval, getting with that lender, get that pre-approval. I answer every question they have, like, because they don't know.
Right.
What's attorney review? What does it going in the contract mean?
Correct.
What is inspection? They have no idea. So definitely my favorite category of people to work with. And then after that, it would probably be investors.
I feel the joy in you, man. You're talking about it, so it's like it's just a passion that you have, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely a passion you have.
I
right?
love working with people.
Right.
And first-time buyers that are really excited about buying a house. It makes me happy working with them.
Yeah, and that's important, right? Because of the fact that they just don't know. And if they did know, we wouldn't be in the business of doing what we love, right?
Right.
So it speaks to it again, how much passionate
Well, it's our job as realtors to invest or to educate them. Because a lot of these sellers, they've only bought one home. They've never sold a house.
Okay.
These buyers have never purchased a property, so they have no idea. So that's why, it's our job to educate them on that, just like it's, lender's job to educate on the lending side. We don't know. We're not lenders.
Right.
It's not our job to talk to you about, that process. That's
Correct.
not what we do, right? We sell houses and help buyers buy.
Yeah, that's it. So we're talking about buyers. Now let's go back to Aaron. You list. What would you tell, or how do you work with someone selling the house for their first time?
We walk them through the process. Same thing. It's once we have agreed that we're going to work together, then I walk them through the entire process.
Okay.
A to Z, this is how it's going to go. This is how we're going to prepare your property. This is when we get into contract. And this is like the process while we're in contract and to get you to closing. So it's just an educational piece, right? We sit down, we have our consultation on both sides.
Right.
Yeah, and I look at every buyer that I work with, every buyer agency agreement that I sign. I look at it like the listing agents do. Like, it's a listing appointment for me.
Absolutely.
So for me, buyer appointments are listing appointments for me.
Okay.
And so I treat it the same way. And I kind of develop my system based on how listing agents go into appointments, right?
Okay.
They go into an appointment with their marketing agreement. I go into it with my buyer agency agreement, my buyer guide.
Right.
And I sit down and explain the process to them. So it's a lot of similarities.
Okay, so that said, what do you think about New Jersey real estate?
What do I think about New Jersey real estate?
Yeah, because it's so much happening, right? And so many different changes are going on, and it's going on ongoingly, given the fact that we do have the Gateway Project coming in, right? Secaucus, New Jersey, going back. Then we have FIFA World Cup's coming here, right? That's going to happen. We're just growing by the day. And then the fact also, the work life has changed now.
Yeah.
I consider some towns where it used to be really rural, now it's becoming a little bit more metropolitan-like because of the population is growing, right? So how do you two see things happening in the state of New Jersey?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like, I'm a big student of real estate and development. So I follow a lot of developments that's going on pretty much across like the areas that we cover, not New Jersey as a whole, but definitely. So a lot of the projects you just mentioned, I'm familiar with. Right. I know FIFA's coming here. So from a buy side, sell side, I just think we have worldwide attention. Okay. You know, our market, we have worldwide attention. So it's really important to lock into some properties right now, not only on the sales and listing side, but also from a perspective of being a midterm rental owner in the Airbnb space also, which we do have. We do have a couple midterm rentals. And I think if FIFA coming here, people are going to make a ton of money.
Correct.
There's going to be a lot of traffic here.
I agree.
There's a lot of opportunity here. So I would say lock in your properties now. Once they come, and New Jersey's, obviously Jersey City, this area is going to be on the map on a worldwide basis. Okay. It's just going to help property values. More people are going to inquire. More people are going to come. More people are probably going to stay and want to live here. So it's a huge opportunity, especially for us being lifestyle. We're going to take advantage of that opportunity, because there's nobody like lifestyle. Nothing's like lifestyle.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Look, your energy is impeccable, man. Good luck to those who are trying to match your group. That said, what makes the Downs Group different from every other group in the market that we're in today?
Hey, look, you want to take that?
I don't.
Come on, Aaron.
I mean, listen. Everyone. We're surrounded by some really unbelievable realtors in our market center. I mean, honestly, like, we've got great relationships. We love so many of them, and everybody has their niche, right? Everybody does something different. For us, it's all about the experience and making sure that our clients, once from start to finish, that they leave with a smile, and we end up being friends with them. Forever. We pretty much touch base with anybody and everybody that we've done business with since the day that we started. So that is important. And getting their business, getting their referrals, their friends and family, that's when you've done a really good job. So our business has actually grown a lot through the referrals that we're getting, cousins, aunts, best friends. Like, when we get those referrals, we know we did a good job because they trust us. And that's the most important thing. So I think for us, it's just making sure that, when the transaction's over, it's not over for us. We want to know your kid's birthday. We want to know your dog's name. We want to know everything about you. Because, a lot of the people that we work with, we're actually really good friends with now. We've made some really good relationships and friends.
It's funny you said that, because not funny. What I like about that was the fact that that's what attracted me to you guys, right? The fact that you talked about how you hone into your database. Like, it's not just like, here you go, here's the keys, have a good one. It's like, no. We're going out to eat next week. What's up? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Like, how does that look like? Something is happening, an event is taking place. Yeah. Whether it be a new pet, where you're moving, or you're getting married, or something happened, unfortunately, you guys are always tapped into that. And that's important, right?
I think we really try. I mean, we really try to say Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day. And yes, sometimes there's an email that goes out, but we're also texting and saying, hey, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day. And that is truly coming from us, from a genuine, like, hope you have a good day. Like, that's genuine for us.
Yeah, we have 25,000 plus people in our database. We can't call everyone and text everyone on Father's Day or Mother's. You know what I mean? It's impossible. So a lot of our business, like any business, is automated, right? But then there's also those special relationships we have with people, what we call, we're creating what's called a Dream 100. We learned this in coaching.
Okay.
100 people that we really tap into, that support our business, that gives us referrals. And that
we support there.
And we tap into them.
Okay.
Like we reach out to them. How's the kids? We go to brunch with them. We hang out with them. We go to dinner.
Or if they have a charity event, we donate money. I mean, one of our friends, they have a, what is it, Girl Scout cookies?
Okay.
I can't eat them, but we bought a ton. We bought like $100 worth of Girl Scout cookies.
Those things are addicting, by the way. I love Girl Scout cookies.
The mint ones are good.
I could just sit there and just go in.
I can't eat any other ones. But I mean, we will support because they support us, so we support them. So.
That's important, right? Those relationships, the fostering relationship is very key in the market, especially in the market we're in today, right?
Absolutely.
It's longevity at this point when you tap into that relationship and let them know that you're top of mind, right?
Absolutely.
You're giving them that concierge service, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. That said, okay, now, so who's the brain behind all of this?
No.
The Downs group.
One thing about us is that we've been together for a long time,
right?
And like as friends, like as best friends, right? And where I'm weak, she's strong. Where she's weak, I'm strong, right?
Right.
There's things.
So you complement each other on that.
100%.
Balance is there, right?
So, I mean,
he's super humble. Like he's really the brains.
Listen, I just feel like together we're better. Period. Point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's it.
That's the. There's no other way. Yeah. How else can you fall back?
How are you gonna stop that?
How you gonna stop that? Powerful couple, powerful group. I mean, it's what it is, right? It's what we do.
Exactly.
It's how we roll.
No, listen, I'm lucky. He's super smart, and a lot of the marketing that goes behind us is majority him. So, he does that. He's a very creative person, where I'm way more structured. I'm not creative like that. So that creativity comes out with him. And if you see all of our, newsletters, of course we have our assistant who's amazing,
right.
But a lot of the direction comes from him on that.
So if you wanted to break it down, branding, my side, buy side stuff, investors, Aaron's very technical, sales, listings, and amazing at it. So that's why I said together is better, right?
So you complement each other 100%. Okay, that's cool. So that's it. I have a favorite restaurant in Jersey City. I know you have a favorite restaurant in Jersey City. I know you have a favorite restaurant in Jersey City. Can we expand on your favorite restaurant in Jersey City?
Go ahead.
Guy and Loke. Sorry, Guy and Loke. It's
Guy and Loke. Say it
I'm
again.
vegan.
You got to make sure, right?
So I'm vegan. So it's that's my favorite. I love Mom. She's not really my mom because she's about 2 years older than me, but she just makes the best vegan food ever, and I love it. We could go there all day, every day. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so it's great.
And this is in Jersey City.
Yeah, it's on Grove Street, right?
On Grove Street.
Grove Street.
Grove Street.
Okay.
Across from I think Orlais is right there.
Okay, I've seen them a couple.
Yeah.
I think I've seen
I have
it.
so many favorite restaurants, but I will say, because we go everywhere, but that is definitely my favorite because it's all vegan.
It makes sense because she's vegan. I'm pescatarian.
Okay.
It's just our spot that we can go and have what feels like a real breakfast,
right,
without it being anything else. It's like really good food. I like Madame Bistro. What is it?
Madame Bistro.
Yeah, it's the new, it's almost like the speakeasy behind Cellar 335.
Okay.
That's a cool spot too because they do have vegan food and vegan options.
They have vegan options.
But Jersey City's full of, we haven't been to Freetown Road.
We want to go there. They have vegan options too.
I believe that's like Caribbean or Jamaican or whatever. It's a new spot that we cannot wait to tap into. But just in Bergen Lafayette, we our go-to every
Harry's Daughter.
Is Harry's Daughter.
Harry's Daughter's okay.
Always hit up Harry's Daughter, which is kind of our local fave for us because they have the best sangria, hands down.
Yep.
No debate. Y'all can box it out there. But to me and Aaron, that is probably the best. And then in Bergen Lafayette, Cordo's coming.
Okay.
Left Bank Kitchen is supposed to open. So there's a lot of good things happening in Bergen Lafayette. So the Lafayette section is where we live, and it's really, to me, it's the best place to live in Jersey City.
Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. That said, restaurants, and I know Aaron, you're a recipe lover. Yes. Can we expand on that a little bit?
So my partner Carrie and I, we started Next Chance Rescue 3 years ago. It's for those that know me, I'm a huge animal lover, and rescuing animals has been a passion of mine for years. I've been volunteering and working at shelters and other rescues for about 13 years. And then we started our own nonprofit. So we've rescued a few hundred animals so far in the last few years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
It's something to be proud of for sure.
And Russ has his favorite family member. What kind of dog do you have, Russ?
So our dog her name is Gigi. She's a rescue. We are foster fails. Aaron brought her home. I knew we were going to fail, though. I knew we were going to fail.
You know you're going to fail.
Yeah. She's a pit bull. She's beautiful. Red-nosed pit. She's just amazing. She was on death row, and Aaron and Carrie rescued her. So she's been with us and not going anywhere. Love her to death.
Yeah, she's great.
She's amazing.
It speaks a lot of volume, right? Because, today, people are customizing their pets. And when you...
That's a whole nother podcast. Okay?
That's a whole nother.
By the way, invite us back and we'll have a whole other conversation about that, because I could go on.
Right, but I love the fact that you guys are tapping into rescue animals, because it speaks to who you guys are as a couple, and you're passionate about pets, right? So definitely respect that. And thank you for being advocates for those who are pet lovers like us.
Yes.
It's really, I've got to give credit where credit is due. Aaron's the super passionate animal rescuer. I'd be worried sometimes. She'll jump out the car and go rescue a dog in the deepest woods. I'm like, don't do it. And she'll go back without me. But so that's where the passion comes from. I just support,
Okay,
my wife.
Cool.
Yeah.
I support my wife. Yeah, that's a good answer. That said, to follow, going back to real estate, what is one thing from each of you that you would change in real estate, or would you like to change, and why? Aaron first.
I mean, there's quite a lot of things that I would change, to be honest.
Okay.
I think I'm really trying to think if we put it on the platform of us as realtors, and how, now Zillow is used, right? In the way that, these other lead resources, I think it's frustrating for us as real estate agents and listing agents to have listings out there and we don't get the leads. You have to buy into Zillow heavily. Right. I mean, if you own that zip code, then you get all the leads on your listing. And I think that specific platform, I think that would be great if when Jane Smith listed a property at 123 Main Street, that all of those inquiries from all those buyers went to Jane Smith, and they didn't go to Sally Smith,
right?
Who's paying for that. So, but I get it. It's a monster.
We could change that. I mean,
it's a monster.
The way things are working today, especially with the world of intelligence. Yeah. I mean, you do see. I feel more and more are coming off that platform and going organically, because we have a time saver now with intelligence helping us and doing certain things that we didn't have before. And I keep saying, within NestWise, right, we can provide that service ongoingly, and as long as we pay attention to what's going on locally, because data is data, right? Yep. The more, if you put it into it, they're going to compute it and do whatever they need to do with it. But now if we have it, going back to what you have, what you're cured with your database, you tap into that with some of the things. I think we can change some of that. It's like anything else, right? Things do change. And I feel like that platform doesn't have a relationship with those buyers, right?
No, I think, I mean, listen, there's always going to be that human touch.
Right.
I mean, when you're purchasing one of the biggest assets of your life,
right, you
need that human touch. I mean, when you're going through a transaction, I mean, you're talking to your buyers and your sellers on an every other day, daily basis. That's something that a computer cannot do.
Correct.
I mean, a computer cannot open the door and do a home inspection right. and walk you through an inspection report. It's so, for that, getting back to the basics of understanding, like, there is a need for a real estate agent, a professional real estate agent.
I agree with you.
100%. It cannot be, outsourced by some Zillow, real estate agent,
Right.
Who really honestly is getting paid to they're getting paid an hourly basis.
Right.
Like they don't sell homes. They don't understand the process.
They're placeholders.
So, exactly.
Yeah, that's what they're placeholders. They're
paper
transactions.
pushers.
They're moving it that way. For us, what would you change and why?
Well, just to expound on that a little bit too, the same thing, not to beat up the Z company, but I just feel like, there should be a way when, leads come in, if you buy these leads or you're part of Zillow, I hear this complaint a lot, is when these buyers call you and they get transferred to you, they have agents already, they're not pre-approved. There's so many things that's just wrong with that. Cause like, I don't want to pick up my phone and answer the call and you have a buyer's agent. I don't want to have that conversation with you, about the property. I'm not going to take you out. You don't have a pre-approval. I'm not taking you out.
Right.
So that's, for me, it's, I just feel like there's a lot to be desired with that system. I feel like someone needs to break it and start over, and maybe it's going to be.
They call themselves a concierge, but then they don't. But they don't. Yeah. They say they can't ask certain questions, which doesn't really make any sense. But the other thing I think that I would love to change is really educating buyers. Get a pre-approval.
Right.
Like, please stop going and looking at property without a pre-approval, especially in a market like this, because for Russ, he's putting in offers the day that he comes back after showing the property. If you don't have a pre-approval, what are you going to do? Right. You've lost.
So it's up to us to change the message, right?
Yeah.
And you got to have your wallet before you go shopping, right?
Exactly.
So it's just one of those things. Like, it happens. Thank God we're talking about this and others to know more about what it looks like, and hopefully we continue to echo these messages so potential clients listening or buying know what's going on, so they feel compelled to know, like, we need to go here. That's when we start or finish our transaction, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Wow. Thank you guys so much for coming to this podcast, YouTube series. I'm excited again. I'm very thankful you guys found the time to showcase what you do.
We would always make time for you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thank
All
you.
right. Have a good one.
Appreciate it.